Okay, hello and welcome to my first Minecraft Builders tutorial. As you notice, I am not in Minecraft, but I am in a Minecraft world. But the first step to making a good build in Minecraft is to find a suitable location. Now, the way I recommend doing this, if you don't want to use like a flying modification, is use MCEdit. But before you can jump into MCEdit and explore on your world you're going to be building, whatever you're building in, just fly around and load up a bunch of it, and that will help you find a good location. Now once you're done with that, jump back into MCEdit and no, I forgot what I was going to say. You can now fly around and find a good location. Now, this is a place where I made this little mountain here because I could not find a mountain anywhere on this world. So, what I'm going to end up showing you is how to make a good a good mountain or cove, because I'm going to be making a cove for my pirate village I'm going to start building. But, basically, once you find a good location, now if you're going to be, once you find a good location, you need to, start clearing it. Now, basically, what I mean by that is either if you're going to be doing a pyramid, for example, you're going to want a big flat space. You're not going to want any hills or anything. So what you want to do is, if you don't know how to use MCEdit, I recommend learning how to use it first, because that will help drastically. But I'm just going to go over to here, somewhere I don't really care about. But basically, to clear though, and I am using a texture pack, so it is looking different. But clear, you just left click somewhere while you're in the select tool. See? And then just select an area. Like that. And you've selected area. And you just delete blocks. Deselect. I'm going to do that because I don't want that hole there. But anyways, that's how you clear blocks. But if you're going to make a pyramid, you're just going to select a huge area, flatten it all out, and then what I would recommend is, you can't tell here, but if there's stone all around and stuff, like if I were to delete those blocks, and down here I'd be building something like this is a huge flat area, and there's grass and stone and stuff. You're going to want to make it all about the same floor, to where it's either all stone like this is, like this, or it's all dirt, or it's all grass. But to do that, you might not know how to, and cover up any holes too, that will help too. I mean, this is all just common sense stuff, but some people may need this, and this may help some. So anyways, you'll click fill and replace. Now, since this is all stone and I want to make this dirt, I'm going to select stone for this, and then I want to click this because it's finding the stone, and then we're going to replace it with grass. Actually, we'll just replace this with dirt, and then you click replace, and now we have a dirt floor here. But you just want to make make it all the same ground, because it just looks better. Now that's basically what you're going to do. Now, building coves and mountains and stuff's a little bit different. Here, I'll show you this. But this would be like the final product of a mountain, for example. But what I basically did, or I'll show you what I basically did once we get to making the cove. But basically, this would be like the final product. Now, this isn't completely finished in here. I'm still working on it. But it's basically what the inside would look like, because this is just basically a cave and then a city built in it. It's not done at all though. But anyways, let's get started to making your world in MCEdit. Here, let's let this load up. Check what time. We're only at 5 minutes. That's a miracle. No, disappear. Whatever. Okay. Well, we're just going to leave that down there because I don't really... Or it's not disappearing and going behind it. So I'm not really too worried about it anyways. Okay, well here was the start of my pirate village. Haven't really done much, as you can tell. Because I kind of want this to be more in a cove and never got around to finishing it. And now it's lagging like crazy. Anyways. Let's get started. So basically, what you're going to want to do is select an area. So I usually start off small because I'm not 100% sure on what I'm going to do. But I'm going to slide this out here. I want it to be all pretty level. Keep it level with about like that. We're going to just pull this out some. Pull this out this way. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to reselect everything because I accidentally clicked a block instead of the areas wall. But just drag it like that. Let's make sure this ain't down too far. Oh yeah, we got lag back again. But anyways, let's drag this up higher to where it covers the tops of the trees. And drag this real big. You have to pull this all the way out. Just move it to about right there. Now you might have to jump into Minecraft after you get done clearing your land, because you're going to get trees that are like that, and you're just going to knock those trees down. And if you think the area is too open, plant some trees. But basically, that's the whole gist of what you're going to need to do. But I'm going to pause this recording now, and when I get back, I'll have this whole area cleared and leveled out to how I want it for my pirate cove that I'm going to be making. So, yeah. Now let's see if I can figure out how to pause it. Okay, I am not completely done, but I thought it would be a nice example to show you how, like a re-example of how to change the land type and what I suggest about doing for holes and caves and stuff. But as you can see, this is what you'll get a lot, is trees that look retarded like that. So you'll have to fix those in game unless you want to spend a bunch of time selecting and deleting in here. It's quicker to do it in game though. And if you don't have mods like InvEdit, I would suggest getting InvEdit if you're gonna build. So that's a whole different tutorial, so I probably will not be going into that at all. But basically, I'm just gonna do some land changing for now. So we've got dirt and stone here that we need to change to grass. So we go to fill and replace. We'll just leave it as fine stone. Replace with grass. Replace. Oh gosh. Keep that selected. Then go to fill and replace. Now this time we change it to dirt. Replace with grass. Replace. There. See? Now that's basically the gist of what you want to do for all of it. But now, for holes that only go one down, that's simple. Just select. Go to fill and replace. Grass. Okay. Fill. Deselect. Boom. No more hole there. Now, these are where it gets interesting. Now, what I recommend doing is I'm just going to select this whole area. You know what? No. Let's select the edge of this and that. Now, this controls that blue box, and this one controls that. Now, what these nudges are is they're going to move it down, and you use W, A, S, D, and Q and Z. Q and Z is up and down. W, A, S, D is up, down, left, right. Obviously, like most games. So what you're going to do is take the yellow one, hit Z a few times to go down. So then you get a nice deep thing, nice deep layer of, well, I'm just going to put dirt here for now, and I'll have to replace the top layer with grass, because I don't want a bunch of grass underground. That looks stupid. But the reason why you want to do that, though, is if you decide to dig down to do, like, a basement under a house, for example. Like, if I were to go and put a basement under this, you're not going to have to fill in parts with dirt or just wall stuff off, because there's caves and stuff down there, which you might hit it even if you go down that far, but it's still better than having to replace it all. So basically, go to fill and replace when you have your area selected. Click dirt, okay, fill, deselect. There. See, now it goes down. See, it doesn't go all the way down and fill all the cave up, but you don't want to do that, because if you decide to play legitimately after you get done building, you're not going to want to destroy all the resources under your house. That's just kind of stupid. So, go to nudge, go down a few, fill, replace, dirt, fill, deselect. There. Now, we don't have any noticeable caves underneath of us. So that's better. And I'm not going to change the flooring of this for all these little spots, because I'm not a whole lot of worried about it. But I'm going to select this so I can replace the topsoil of the big area that I had just filled with dirt, so that it looks a little bit cleaner. Now, yeah, I'm just going to stop this one, and we will pick this up in the next tutorial.